of Israel's self-proclaimed black Israelites live in Dimona, an immigrant township in the Negev desert. The Israelis say the blacks are not Jews and therefore have no automatic rights of citizenship, as do Jewish immigrants. The blacks who came here under tourist visas claim spiritual right of immigration as Hebrews.
That we're here by the divine will of the Most High God of Israel. That the things that we do by the inspiration of the Most High God. That any course of action that we take in this action or any other action will be directly from that inspiration that will lead us in all the actions that we take.
Do you have any feelings about what the government is trying to do by deporting some of the black Israelites?
We have no feeling because, as we said before, we're here in the name of the God of Israel. So therefore, any action that is taken by the Most High to lead us, then we will be governed by the actions of the inspiration.
Members of the black community, arrested in anticipation of being deported, were placed in this light security prison. They are said to be living in hotel conditions, while their case against deportation is appealed in court. Officials refused CBS News permission to talk to the black Israelites. About 300 blacks, all of them United States citizens, are believed to be living in Israel. Informed sources say the blacks will be ordered to leave the country in stages as their tourist visas expire. Apparently, any hope the black Jews had of being granted immigrant status is fading. Ed Rabel, CBS News at Ramlet Prison near Tel Aviv.
We have maybe 50, 75 families, and we have 20, 25 apartments. We're living 2 families, 3 families in an apartment. We've got people here in this democratic society living in bomb shelters, and we're receiving all kind of inhumane treatment here in Israel. And at first, we didn't want to believe that it was geared toward racism, but as we have remained and continue to go in these circles, we see Jim Crow has peeped his head up here in Israel, and we're being abused with what we call intellectual racism, South African-type policies right here in Israel, in the Middle East.
What do you mean, intellectual racism?
We come to this country, we've told them that we're Israelites. Our position has been confused. We didn't come here claiming to be Jews. We came here as Hebrew Israelites, our nationality. The people are talking about a religion, and we're talking about a nationality, and it's brought about confusion with this Jew thing. So these things have got to be corrected. They've got to be corrected now. At this time, we will no longer sit with our hands behind our back and watch our children being undernourished. We're going to grow our own food. Watch our people living in bomb shelters. We're going to build our own houses. We're going to request from our peoples throughout the world, the United Nations, and all kind of people to give us assistance here in Israel. They violated our human rights. We want these people to give us assistance that we may be able to take care of ourselves.
They are racist and they're anti-Semites, and they've latched on to what they believe to be a good thing because they believe that Israel will not do anything to them because of Israel's fear of the effect it will have upon world opinion. My own view is a very, very simple thing. If Israel worried about what the world thought there would be today, no Israel, it's time to stop worrying about what the world thinks and do what has to be done.
Rabbi Kahana has said that your group is racist. What is your reaction to that?
Well, in the first place, let's put Rabbi Kahana into his proper place. It's quite evident now why he has established his office here in Israel, why someone representing the authorities in the countries has asked him to come here. He's supposed to be our whipping stick now. I don't know how anyone can feel that we're racist. If the truth makes you a racist, then we're racist. All we've been stating is simple facts. We're Hebrew Israelites, and if that makes us a racist, then we're racist.
For the black Israelites, the trip to the country they claim is their ancient homeland has been a long journey. Some came by way of Liberia, others directly from the tenements of ghettos in the United States. But now that they are here, they wonder if they are really welcome. Why do you think that your group has been singled out for this treatment?
Well, I feel it's because we're black. You see, some people say that there's no prejudice in Israel, but oh yes, it exists here, very much so.
As long as the government officially stamps them as tourists, the black Israelites will remain unrecognized citizens here. Their status simply left as permanent guests of the country. Larry Pomeroy, CBS News, Dimona.
American Negro Jews who arrived in Israel recently are settling in. They're making a new life for themselves here in Dimona, a raw, new industrial town in the Negev Desert. Mr. Bourier, how's it working out for all of you here in Israel?
Well, so far it's working out just fine in Israel. All of us working, and the kids get along with the rest of the kids, so everything's just fine.
Have you noticed any evidence of any kind of discrimination, either because of your religion or your color?
No, not yet. We haven't seen any discrimination of any sort yet.
In Israel, there are many classes like this one which teach Hebrew to newcomers, but the difference here is that the students call themselves black Jews, direct descendants of Judaism's patriarchs.
Life, people have been telling black people in America who they are. And I'm a grown man. And I stand up and I tell you, I can't tell you what my nationality is. Does this have to be determined from the White House or from 10 Downing Street or something of this sort? I must determine who I am by the history of my people. All my life they've been telling me you're a Negro or you're a nigger, whatever the term, the tag may be. Now I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Who is to say any different? first came in, they gave us some assistance. When they felt that we were going to be some patsies, we were going to be converted and do all the things that they wanted us to do to be good Jewish citizens. Finally, we told them we were already Israelites. We had no need to convert, that we came here in order to begin to convert the world.
By way of Liberia, claiming that both there and in the United States they had suffered anti-Jewish discrimination. The immigration office brought the so-called black Jews here because in fast-growing Dimona there are new houses for immigrants and jobs. Most of the adults have been given work in Dimona's textile industry. They're working as beginners, earning $4 a day. Skin color is no real problem here because many of Dimona's 25,000 inhabitants are dark-skinned themselves, coming from India and North Africa. Some Arab Bedouins work here as well. Of the 34 members of the group, all but 12 are children. While the parents learn new jobs, the children learn Hebrew in special language classes.